This is Dan Dicks here reporting for Press for Truth, and this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Sean Gravels. He is the former president of the Northern BC Pride organization who has been charged with committing child sex crimes. This is the organization he was a part of, the North Peace Pride Society, and they've since put out this statement. On December 31st, 2023, one of our board members was arrested and is facing severe charges. It's interesting, I noticed they mentioned that he's a board member. They've since removed him from the organization if you try to look him up, but he's more than just a board member. Just a simple search will still show them listing him here as a vice president of the organization. But the statement goes on to say, you know, while some board members work directly with youth through library programs, this person was not among them. Really? Well, why is he seen here in this photo at a pride event, at a youth pride event, at a library, acting as director of the organization while they are handing over a sponsorship check to the library dealing with a pride-related youth event? This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, for the Vancouver LGBTQ pride community. So today we're going to look at this. President of the Canadian LGBT organization arrested on child sex abuse charges. In other news, folks, Seattle teacher tells students it's offensive to identify as straight. That's right, a Seattle high school teacher has been accused of berating a student for describing himself as straight, saying that it's offensive because it suggests that LGBTQ people must be crooked. This piece of work goes on to tell this young 10th grade student that he's just a product of the patriarchy during a discussion about Florida banning ethnic studies. So this really is just yet another fine example of why you need to remove your children from these indoctrination centers that they call schools today. In other news, guys, in the sports world, this guy isn't even trying to look like a woman, yet he's absolutely trying to crush them at golf, and he's doing a pretty good job of it, now winning tournaments. This is trans golfer Haley Davidson, who just won a women's tournament, increasing chances to the Ladies Professional Golf Association qualifier. And here's the kicker, guys. The NXXT Golf is a professional women's golf tour focused on elevating women's golf. The tour's mission is to prepare the world's best young women professional golfers for a successful career on the Ladies Professional Golf Association Tour. Really? Why then are you allowing this guy to compete? I mean, hey, I have nail polish, everybody, so therefore I'm a woman. Let me kick these girls' asses. It's just absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. But you know, I don't play golf myself. I do play disc golf, however, and you know, I do appreciate how they've been handling this situation in the disc golf world. The Professional Disc Golf Association has announced restrictions for trans women who want to compete in last year in 2023, and they took it a step further by booting this trans golfer from a tournament altogether. And of course, this guy is going to be taking them to court over this, guys. So we're going to talk about all of this and much more in this video, guys. But really quickly, before we do, I'd ask that you check me out at pressfortruth.ca/donate. If you appreciate my efforts to bring you this information, here you can do a one-time donation with PayPal. You can sign up for a monthly reoccurring contribution. $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever is within your means is greatly appreciated, guys. You can also do that right here. If you don't like to use PayPal, you can also contribute some Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies by clicking there. You can send me an e-transfer to dan@pressfortruth.ca. Or if you like to keep things old school, you can send stuff to my P.O. box, guys. Links for all of this is located in the description below. Thank you so much to everybody who takes a moment today to support my efforts financially here at Press for Truth. All right, guys, let's start with this. A transgender golfer with dreams of making it to the LPGA Tour has won a women's tournament in Florida, which improved his chances of earning himself a spot in the qualifying tour. Haley Davidson, 30, came out on top at the NXXT Women's Classic. And again, they say this is all about elevating women's golf. and making it possible for young, successful women to become successful within the industry. Again, why are they allowing this guy to come in and essentially steal it from them? Because he says as a woman. It's absolutely insane that we even have to talk about this in this day and age, guys. But as I said, the Professional Disc Golfing Association is dealing with this in a very logical, rational way. By having some of these types of restrictions. Right now, if you want to be a man competing against women in the Professional Disc Golf Association, you're going to have to, follow by these criteria. Hormone replacement therapy will have to have been continuously given to you for at least 24 months prior to competing, with a blood serum testosterone level less than 2 milliliters in that period. Any suspension of treatment with disallowed the competitor with the time resetting. Then when treatment restarts, you have to have had gender affirming surgery along with the documentation showing a blood serum testosterone level less than that amount prior to competing. And starting medical transitions such as puberty blockers must have started prior to the age of 12. Things like this, I would say, are kind of a step in the right direction, but really this needs to be taken one step further, where biological males should only be able to compete against biological males. We need multiple categories here, and I would suggest there should be 3. Biological males who compete against biological males, biological females who compete against biological females, and anybody who considers them not a part of those 2 categories can compete in a 3rd category. Hopefully that's where this is eventually going to go, but that remains to be seen, as this disc golfer is going to be taking the association to court. So, we'll see where that goes, and we'll keep an eye on it, guys. But to get to the big story that really matters here, yet another activist advocate for LGBT engagement with children has apparently been caught doing a lot more than community outreach. Sean Gravels, an outspoken LGBT activist and president of the LGBT pride organization in Canada called the North Peace Pride Society, has been arrested on multiple charges, including sexual exploitation of a child under the age of 16 and the possession and distribution of child pornography. The North Peace Pride Society quickly removed Gravels as president upon news of his arrest, and in a statement made to their Facebook page, they asserted that even though the group sponsors youth events, he was never involved directly with children. Really, again, the NPPS held teen pride nights at the Fort St. John Library under the direction of Sean Gravels. In the image here below, you can see Gravels on the left with the representatives of NPPS giving a sponsorship check to the library to fund youth events. Arrests of prominent LGBT activists for child abuse are becoming rather common. Only a week before the detention of Sean Gravels, a well-known trans woman, a male, activist by the name of Kendall Stephen was arrested in Philadelphia, charged with the rape of 2 young boys. So, again, this is why we have been so adamant here in British Columbia about doing things like this, showing up to the drag queen story time hour for 3-year-olds who got a visit from Press for Truth, because this is absolutely a dangerous, slippery slope. But it's even crazier than that, because as we've continued to cover these events, the opposition to us has grown. And shockingly, Drag Queen Story Hour counter-protesters outnumbered those who were there protecting the innocence of kids. Last time I went to cover one of these guys, we were outnumbered like 5-1. If you haven't seen this video, check it out. Links are going to be located in the description below. But needless to say, guys, there's more proof here of why, we cannot be letting up on the fact that this community is sexualizing young children, and I'm glad that creeps like this are finally being caught. He has yet to have his day in court. That should be said, but we're going to continue to follow this one because this is of the utmost importance. This is the kind of stuff that we've been warning about, and now we're starting to see some of these guys come down. So that's a step in the right direction, at least. So crazy times indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to bring all of this to your awareness, bring it to your attention. If you appreciate my efforts to do so, don't forget to check me out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate. Again, there's a link in the top of the description below if you want to support my efforts moving forward. And that's all for today, guys. I want to thank you once again for tuning in. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button, share this video with your friends and family who you think need to see it the most, and stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.